Hello, it's TechTuber here, and today we're going to do a review on the iPhone 3GS to see if you can still use it in 2014. On to the specs of the iPhone 3GS, and it has a 3.5-inch display and it weighs 135 grams. It has a 3.15 megapixel camera and can run iOS 6.13. So this means that there's some apps you can't download because you need the newest version of iOS. Okay, now the first thing I'm going to do on it is play a game, and I'm going to play Subway Surfers to see how it runs it. Okay, there's a slight lag at the beginning. And now, that's me messing up. But at the moment, it seems to be running fine. Slight lag at the moment. Slight lag there. Okay, now let's try and play. And as you can see, it seems to actually be able to handle Subway Surfers very well. There's no lag or anything. And it seems to be able to handle Subway Surfers extremely well. Oh, me messing up again. Okay, and there doesn't really seem to be any problem with it. It seems to be able to handle it. The only thing is, I don't have any apps open. You know, when you double click, I minimized all of them. And if you don't do that, then Subway Surfers can't run at all. It just is extremely laggy. And I'll demonstrate that now. Okay, now I've got some apps open, as you can see. And this made Subway Surfers very laggy, and it's made the whole phone very laggy, as when I was opening the apps. When trying to open a few of them, they froze, and as you can see, it's starting to get very laggy, and it's impossible to play. So if you do play any games, or if you do anything on there, you should definitely make sure you always minimize all the apps. Okay, now let's surf the internet. Okay, now open up the internet. It's taking a while to load. Oh, okay, I've already searched it. And you can see scrolling down, there's not too much lag at the beginning. There's a slight delay in lag. And now let's open a page, and it's opening it now. It seems to be opening it very fast. And let's see actually how it actually handles to load the page up. Now it's nearly, well, it says nearly finished, but it's now taking quite a long time to finish. And it's a bit laggy. Let's just wait for it to load a bit more. And the page is now running smoothly. It did take a while for it to fully load up, but now it's fully loaded up. The page seems to be running smoothly. Let's go back and now go on to another page. Okay, let's go on to here. And again, it seems to be loading the page up very fast. See how it actually does. This time it loaded up a lot quicker, as it was mainly text to load up, unlike the other one where there's lots of pictures. And before it's even finished fully loading it, you can scroll up and down on the page. Seems very good. Doesn't seem to be any sort of lag at all. So, like before, I have no apps open, so this is why it's running smoothly. If you do have apps open, it does make it run a lot slower. So if you are going to be using the iPhone 3GS, make sure you always close the apps unless you need to go back to them. Okay, and we're now on YouTube, and we're going to watch a video. Oops. Okay, now let's go onto my channel, and it seems to load it up fine. It's not really any lag. Okay, let's go onto a YouTube video, and let's wait for it to load. Okay, now we just go wait for the advert. Skip the ad. Okay, now skip the ad. Let's open it to full screen. Okay, a slight lag there where I'm opening it to full screen. It still hasn't opened it. Okay, it's finally opened it to full screen. And the actual YouTube video is running very smoothly. It was only actually open it to full screen and open it to half side screen, or whatever it's called. But everything else on YouTube seems to be working very well. Okay, now let's look at a more intense video, or a video of lots more action. So if there is any lag, you'll be able to see it a lot easier. Okay, let's open it full screen. Again, there's a bit of lag. Okay. And at the moment, it seems to be handling it well. The picture quality looks okay. It doesn't look amazing. It's not really bright. It is clear. But obviously, I'm comparing it to the newer smartphones. And as you can see, there's not really any lag at all, and it's handling it very well. And it seems to be able to handle YouTube videos very well. But remember, I do have all the apps closed, so if there is any sort of lag, just close the apps. Okay, now if you haven't realised by now, I am filming on the iPhone 3GS, so you can compare the picture quality to the iPhone 5 that I am filming on. And this is just a way of comparing the two cameras so you can see how good the camera is. Okay, now onto my overall view of the iPhone 3GS. The iPhone 3GS overall is a really good phone, and you can more or less do most things you'll be able to do on it with a newer smartphone. The only thing is you can't really multitask as well, and it obviously isn't the most powerful device. But say you don't have a smartphone at the moment and you're looking into getting one or getting one to try, you could just buy an iPhone 3GS off eBay, and it would be the perfect option for you, so you could try out a smartphone. So in total, the iPhone 3GS does really well. You can do all the things you'd expect to do on it. It just won't be as quick and seamless as the newer smartphones. And say you already have a smartphone, you won't, and you multitask quite a lot. You go on lots of apps. You go on one app, then go back onto that app and do lots of stuff like that. You can't really do that with the iPhone 3GS, as if you have more than one app open, it starts to make it very slower, and it's very noticeable the difference. The only one thing to look out for is if you are planning on to buying the iPhone 3GS second hand, is that at the back of it there is a split, or there is a split in the phone, and I will now show you a picture of what it looks like. And it does happen from charging. It doesn't affect the phone in any way. It's just if you like your phone looking perfect, it's a thing to look out for.